I'm over here at Sam's Club, my favorite spot to upload and download videos. I'm not uploading anything other than the video that I'll make here. I'll probably, I might upload that here. I'm doing this on my phone. I do have my camera with me. I'm going to show you some of my, that's Estrellas down there, part of the Estrella Range. Estrellas go for quite a ways. We've got several major mountain ranges here in Arizona. But anyway, see some of my oil stains here. I've corrected whatever that was. I don't know if that was the seal on the crankshaft, if that was valve covers, if that was pan gasket. I had a bolt shear off from the rear seal, where the seal's made. Placed that, so I think an oil was pouring out of there. But anyway, it's not dribbling oil anymore. I figured out why it wouldn't run. It's a broken wire. I just looked down in there and found that broken wire. I'm going to drop a schematic later and give some troubleshooting ideas. I'm going to post several videos on there because I looked for, thought, maybe somebody else has had this problem. Must have had similar problems, but not this exact one. So I think I'll probably post a video that if your vehicle doesn't run, fuel injected video doesn't run, look for broken wires. I'm going to draw up a schematic and show you how to. One of these WeRide. Let me give you my experience with WeRide. Now, this was in January. I didn't have insurance for my pickup. I need a ride to set up an account in a different bank. I've covered that before, and I need to cover that again. But the bank keeps calling. I need to explain what happened. But anyway, there's WeRides. Now, you call them. At least what I call them, and I said, they'll say, where do you want to go? And I tell them, where I want to go. They said, well, we can't take you there. They'd give a whole list of places. They would come to one close. I said, yeah, I want to go that one. And so then the automated voice would go, your time has expired. Please call back later. So finally, I got a ride. It was about a mile from where the bank was that I wanted to set up an account. I just gave them $100 so that I could give a deposit on some insurance. I didn't want to drive my pickup over there without insurance on it. I ended up walking about a mile. I had the $100 bill, and I had a $10 bill in my pocket. And the WeRide wouldn't take it. So the dispatcher said, we want to take cash. And I said, well, I got a $10 bill. Maybe you can make change. She said, sir, we can't do that. She said, but the ride is free. But even then, she dropped me off a mile from where I wanted to go. I ended up walking to the bank and then walking home. That's my experience with WeRide things. They're just stupid. Automated voice that you can't make any sense out of. Anyway, that's for the Estrellas. I keep trying to download Colin Brown's latest video. The one where he's, I don't know where he's at because I haven't watched the video yet, but it keeps timing out. But this is mid-afternoon, and everybody's got their internet on in Sam's Club, so they're probably just using up all the bandwidth. I've downloaded some dry washer videos, and I want to make me a homemade. Of course, maybe I get lucky and win some money. I want to hit up the casino, go over there to Bequiva, because I haven't been down there for years. I've been closer. I had a couple of jobs down there, within about 5 or 6 miles, but I had about $500 cash on me, and for me personally, if I had $20 on there, yeah, I'd walk into a casino, but I don't want to walk into a casino with $500 cash on me. I trust myself to a point. Yeah, I guess it wouldn't be a problem. I'm more worried about somebody whacking me in the head for $500 in cash, I guess. But I just didn't want to. Of course, I was kind of tired and kind of wiped out from those jobs, so I didn't want to drive over to the casino because I was all dirty and sweaty from the jobs. And so, well, if I'm going to go to a casino, I want to be nice and clean. What's that guy's doing? Car over there with his flashers on. I don't know what he's doing, but anyway. So I need to buy or build me a dry washer. That's for gold prospecting. It's what if you're in a area with mountain streams and stuff, you can use a sluice box for a long time. You run water through there. The material you think has gold in there run through there, and the gold being heavier, many, many times heavier than anything else, settles to the bottom. And after a while, you got some concentrate you take and run down through a pan. But a dry washer, it's a set of riffles that air flows through there, and it vibrates, so it knocks the dirt through the riffles. I might just find a used one somewhere I can get real cheap. I know places where I can buy used gold mining equipment. So there was one they had what was a setup. It had what do you call it? It was like a vacuum cleaner with a gasoline engine on it. It was custom made for gold prospecting. The vacuum cleaner had a big, like about a 30-gallon drum. You could use it for sucking up dirt that you think might have gold in there, suck up crevices. But you could also use the gasoline engine to blow air through the dry washer. So you had a dual-purpose gasoline engine blower for this thing. I thought about building one. Instead of using a gasoline engine, you use a 12-volt DC motor, run some fans, and use a set up that way, and then run it all on solar power. Set up a little gold mining camp. I'd like to team up with somebody already doing that, someone that already knows. Could take you over to my files that won't time out. After I post this video, I see that says dry washer. If you can read that there, part of it timed out midway through. I might go head up Walmart, buy some grub over there. I was running out of a bunch of stuff because a friend of mine took me over there, but I bought just the minimum I needed for a short period of time. I'd go over there and buy some things at Walmart, head up Goodwill. Goodwill is, can you see dry washer there? That's a how-to on building a dry washer, but I don't think I'm gonna get that one because I think the page timed out because it's just somebody else is using up all the bandwidth. That's in mid-afternoon. Everybody's got their computers on at Sam's Club. But anyway, hit up Goodwill, see if they got some pants and shoes and stuff. Anyway, then I'll probably hit up the Dollar Tree, get one or two things over there. Bye.